morning, good afternoon, good day, good evening. Wherever you are in the world and you're joining us, I welcome you. It's always a delight to be with you. I'm Charlene. If this is your first time here, welcome. If this is your 1000th time here, well, it wouldn't be your thousandth, but you know what I mean. Welcome. It's good to see you. I'm so glad you're here. And under today's full moon in Aries, and it's a super full moon, which means it's going to be a super full day. Yeah. How are you doing? Tell me how you are. I would love to hear. The world right now is in topsy-turvy sorts of situations. There's fire and famine and water and war. I mean, you know. But there's also goodness and kindness and compassion. There is so much wonderfulness to celebrate. And that's what we're going to do today, because all the other stuff, the shadow is what illuminates the light. You can't appreciate the light if you don't have the shadow. And I'm so thankful for all these shadows. So tell me where you're from. Drop your name in the chat. I'm going to go and say hello. And it's going to be a great day. It is already a great day. It's such a beautiful day. I have to tell you. So my husband and I were in Florida, in the Tampa Bay area, and we sat in the eye of Hurricane Milton for over 4 hours a week ago. What? The eye wall, sorry. He fixed me. Thank goodness for Jeremy. We sat in the eye wall of the storm, which I think is actually a lot worse. Indeed it is. We had significant flooding. Water was within inches of coming inside, not because it didn't make it to the door, but because it made it to the door, but thanks to Jeremy's mad sandbagging skills, didn't come inside. It did get into our garage. We're fixing all of that. You know, we lost a lot of trees, but we didn't lose each other. We didn't lose any of our fur babies. My mother is safe. It's been a wild week, and if anything, it has brought me so much perspective about showing up in the world, about all the things that are going on. And we have first world problems. We don't have power, which, funny, you ready for this? In all of this, we never lost power. We were one of the 2 houses that never lost power in our neighborhood. Literally, people were taking kayaks up and down our streets. It was unbelievable. I've never seen anything like this. Literally, I can't even describe it. So we were so stinking blessed, but I feel like we were protected in many ways so that we could help others. And that's what we've been doing. Jeremy's been out chainsawing trees, taking people out of their homes. You ready for this? He helped a farm who they had 15 horses, and a tree landed on the barn. They couldn't get back to save the horses. So this beautiful woman cuts her own electricity. She cuts her power so she can get back and help her babies. And so Jeremy joined some other men, and they went back, and they needed a crane to take the tree off of the barn. But they couldn't get the crane back, so they went through and removed all of the debris, and it took them days just so that they could even get back. But think about that level of compassion. I don't care it's no inconvenience for me. I got to protect those I love. I mean, that is such a powerful statement on these farmers' behalf. Just so beautiful. And story after story like this, I could sit here and we could have a whole session just talking about the hurricane. But it really gave perspective as to what's going on in the world and how you and I can show up. It's all a choice. So I'm so glad you chose to be here with us today. I love seeing you. I can't wait to say hello. Jeremy, take me to the top of the page. Are we at the top? Perfect. Michelle, good morning from Colorado. Hello. So glad you're here. Carrie, how are you? Good morning. Oh, Violet, good morning. From New York. Lori, what's up, my friend? Madison, Wisconsin, of course. Carrie, you're in Southern Maine. Oh, we love Southern Maine. One day, it is my aspiration to have a home in Florida and Southern Maine. Loving me little Kennebunkport and that whole area. So gorgeous. I bet it's beautiful with the fall colors and the chill in the air, which we actually have a little chill here too. Granted, it's like a 70-degree chill, but I mean, that's Arctic to me right now, so. Carrie, thanks for sharing. I love it. Melissa, greetings. Hello. I'm so glad you're here. Yes, on this beautiful day. Jojo, good morning from Colorado, sending your love to everyone. Thanks for being here. Anna, good morning to you as well and your entire family, friends, and loved ones. Donna, blessed full moon to everyone from Vermont. Oh, speaking of beautiful colors right now, I'm guessing you're probably having some lovely foliage. This is my attempt at a Florida foliage. Namaste, Maria. I'm so glad you're here. Happy full moon, Jojo. Carrie, fantastic. You're pumped and ready for the day. I love it. Yeah. And you know why? Because the full moon is in Aries. See, I'm going to sport my Aries shirt just for that. This is a day of power and gusto and vigor and masculine driving energy. And the moon's like, yeah, we're going to get it done. And it's going to be a full moon. And you know what? It's going to be a super full moon. It's actually the largest and brightest super full moon that we've had all year. So today is a good day. I like it, Carrie. You set it up so much. Donna, so much love to you as well. Sheila, hello. Grateful for being here. Oh, we're so grateful for you to be here as well, my friend. Thanks for being here. Hey, Jonah from Indonesia. Welcome. It's nice to meet you. I'm really delighted to meet you. Hello. Anna, Tea Lady Nut, what's up, my friend? How you doing? Good to see you. Geraldine, good morning. Yes, well, evening to you. Apologies from Western Australia joining us. You've had a wonderful day, getting ready to lull yourself into a beautiful night's rest. We're here for it. Carrie, thank you. Blessings to you. And Jeremy, thank you so much. Yeah, Lori, I'm glad we're safe too. Tea Lady Nut, yeah. Crazy. Jojo, big love. Thank you, my friend. Oh, Charo, good morning from Charlotte. Carrie. Yeah, Kenny Bunkpour's about 15 minutes from you. We'll meet you at the Main Street Diner? Get a grilled cheese sandwich? So gluttonous and so good. Not something I normally eat, but wow. Oh, I love it. And good morning as well for our YouTube friends. Oh, broadcasting live both on Insight Timer as well as on YouTube. Dinetta Di, hello, sending love back to you in Nepal. I'm so glad you're joining us. Thank goodness for the internet. This true, incredible connectivity that we're able to actually utilize. Yeah, good evening to you. City John, how are you? Rich rising to you as well. Sending love to the city of brotherly love. Philadelphia. Hi, newbie me. Hello from Ohio. And it's your birthday. All right, everybody, you know what you're supposed to do. Throw in a bunch of hearts in the comments and we're all gonna sing happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you. Yay! Amazing! We love you. We're so glad you're here. Thank you for spending a part of your birthday with us. It's gonna be a blessed, prosperous, and happy day and new year for you. Love it. Kat, good morning from Ontario, Canada. Oh, yes. Look at all in the chat, too. Everybody's sending you your love. Well, my friends, today is quite the day. And also, just so you know, on Insight Timer, Sheila, Jojo, Carrie, Patty Lou, lots of people are saying happy, happy, happy birthday. Well, if this is your first time here, welcome. I'm Charleene Closshey. It's a delight to be with you. If you hear me referring to Jeremy, that's my beautiful, handsome, amazing husband, the genius behind all of this in front of you. I handle the bowls, he handles everything else. We're so thankful to have such a wonderful team to be able to come and share this time and space with you. Now, in front of you are 20 chromatically tuned quartz crystal singing bowls. You'll see I have some extra bowls behind me, and actually a couple even behind the ones that you're seeing on camera right now. Think of the repeating pattern of these 13 notes, these 7 notes inside here, plus an 8th note for the extra octave. They are, may sound familiar. It's a C major scale, starting on the piano on that middle C, moving up 1 octave. But we've added color, chromaticism, and we've added all the black keys. Just to give a lot more dimensionality to the sound. My background as a classical musician. I started playing piano when I was 2. And I understand that frequency moves in ways that whenever we have tones that work in harmony, in true harmony, not only from a sonic standpoint, but also from a mathematical standpoint, that the frequency benefit is multiplied within our bodies. So it's my job to listen to these bowls, because these bowls are made out of 99.999% pure quartz crystal, which means they vibrate and they resonate. Quartz is a naturally resonating crystal that carries what's called the piezoelectric effect, which means is that if I strike or apply pressure, like I am right now with rimming a bowl, it actually generates voltage. Yeah, voltage like a battery. So this voltage that's being generated, actually, I 100% feel it sitting in front of the bowl directly, but also you can feel that sound. But that voltage, that electricity, begins to interact with your electrical field. You are an electrical being. Your biofield naturally has currents moving through it all the time. It's what generates these various emotional states. It contributes to generating these emotional states, these feelings that we feel, no different than this frequency that I feel. So today, we are going to be listening to the bowls, listen to us. Did you know that notes have a consciousness of their own? And how we can interact with that consciousness informs our benefit and our giving to that consciousness. This is a two-way street. This is not just about receiving. You are also actively giving to the bowls. So it's my job to listen, to see, this is what's going on. Not only from you guys, but also in the earth and the world around us. There's a lot going on astrologically with the celestial bodies as they pull and tug and dance and caress us in a variety of ways. Today is a full moon. Oh yeah, baby. It is the full moon in Aries. So let's talk about that a little bit. We'll talk about the full moon a little bit. I invite you just go ahead and relax. Start getting into your comfy zone, your comfy place. Feels so good. Good. So the full moon, any full moon, occurs whenever the moon is sitting on the opposite side of the earth from the sun. And its face is obviously fully illuminated by the sun's rays. And it happens usually about once a month, every 28 days. And it's when the moon rise and the sunset occur simultaneously, which means it's the peak of our lunar calendar. This year's full moon in October, today, it peaked this morning at 7:26 a.m. Eastern Time, so 4:26 a.m. Pacific. And it's also referred to as a supermoon. Yeah, which occurs when the moon is at or near the closest point in its orbit, which causes it to look dramatically more radiant and larger than usual. It's the biggest, it's the brightest supermoon of this year, like we said. Now, today, this full moon is called the Hunter's Moon. And according to the Old Farmer's Almanac, the name of the Hunter's Moon comes from the Algonquin tribe, the Native American tribe. And it was seen as a time for gathering food before winter, as the extra moonlight allowed for extended hunting. Now, last month we had the harvest moon, and under its light, ancient peoples would continue to harvest that year's crops, bringing it in, drying it, preparing it for the winter, the colder season. Well, this month, because all of the crops had been cleared, the land was cleared, visibility improved. So with increased light and added visibility, we get the name, the Hunter's Moon. As our peoples prepared, our ancestors prepared for the long, hard days of winter to come. Now, in Celtic traditions, this moon marked the end of the harvest season, and it fell really close to Mabon, or the autumn equinox. And the ancient ones probably had feasts and rituals celebrating the abundance that they had just tapped into and connected from this year they had just gathered. Now, European folklore associates the Hunter's Moon with the spiritual connections to ancestors. Because it's so close right now, we're coming right up on Halloween or Samhain. It's a time when the veil between the worlds were perceived to be quite thin. There's other times when the veils are also very thin, and they absolutely do happen around these equinoxes. So there's a time to connect into the lineage. Your comfortable position, whether it's seated or if you'd like to lay your body down, lie down. I encourage you to keep your spine erect or straight. A straight spine, whether you're upright or prone, allows the energy to flow more easily, more readily. We'll be using our attention today. As we know, where our attention goes, the energy flows. So if we want to feed something, we bring our attention to it. If we want to dissipate something, we bring our attention just long enough to recognize, oh, this is there, this is what's happening. And then we divert our attention where we would rather increase the benefit of some other emotion, some other feeling, some other sensation. So sometimes we always need to recognize what's going on around us. Information and knowledge leads us towards enlightenment. So trust your inner knowingness today as we take this journey together under the Aries full moon. Now, Aries is a cardinal sign. It's a masculine fire sign that's ruled by the planet Mars and associated with the first house or the sense of self. It's a cardinal sign, which means it's a starter sign. It likes to begin, to make things happen. It even starts the zodiac. It's the first sign of the zodiac in astrological year. Aries is the original leader. Aries' masculine nature, it's forthright, with vigor and vitality. It can sometimes be a little bit impulsive and hot-headed, but nobody can deny that quick thinking and intense call to action that's inherent in any Aries energy. It's dominant, assertive, a leader. The Aries energy encourages us to embrace what makes us unique as an individual, what makes us different, special, set apart, yet called to the collective. This Aries full moon is a perfect time to ignite passions, to release our inner wolf, and to howl at the moon with purpose. So begin with a comfortable position, listening to your breath. Close your eyes, take a deep breath in. Holding that breath in, feeling your heart relax, and just gently exhale. Let's do that again. Take a deep inhale in, holding that breath in. Maintain that breath, and as you do, feel the heart begin to relax. Gently exhale. Beautiful. Now let's take another deep breath in, holding that breath in, feeling the heart relax. Now exhale through your mouth softly, but with purpose, and see how long you can allow that breath to sustain itself on the exhale. Doing so decreases your heart rate. Having a longer exhale slows your heart. So in your own pace, begin to cultivate this inhale in, filling the lungs, coupled with a long, luscious exhale. If you have a grounding practice, I invite you to begin that now. If not, think, imagine, or feel a beautiful golden cord of light that originates at the base of your spine. In that first energy center area. And it descends from that base of your spine down into the earth below you, through the floor, connecting into the ground below. Finding a place that feels comfortable, that feels welcoming, feels aligning. In the middle of the planet, just see that in your mind's eye. Seeing that golden cord of light intertwining, melding into the earth below. You may begin to feel sensations, energy, vibrations in your space, your physical space, just beginning to calm down, as though any tension, any anxiety that might have been there is just melting away, falling down this cord of connected golden light, holding you, nourishing you, loving you. Bring your attention now to your feet. Just notice the energy in your feet, gently wiggling your toes, envisioning a beautiful, crystal clear white color originating at the base of your feet, moving up through your ankles, your lower legs, into your knees, pausing, allowing that perfectly pure white light to illuminate your knees, these joints that allow you to move forward, to have the flexibility to move in any direction as you make forward progress. This white light now ascending up your powerful upper legs, the quadriceps and hamstring muscles, arriving in your hips, sitting in that hip bowl, interweaving with that golden cord that grounds you, connects you into the planet below. Just allowing this white light to move as needed throughout your lower torso area, arriving at the area of your solar plexus, right here, between your heart and your belly button, this energy place of the third energy center. And it's a seat of fire. And just feeling this white light extending up into this area of the solar plexus. And then, in your mind's eye, just gently let it go. Washing away anything It's no longer to your highest good. It doesn't serve you in this moment. All tension grounds, releases, flows away. Breath in, holding that breath in, relaxing the heart gently. Exhale. Now in your mind's eye, imagine a golden light that's shining down from this illustrious moon that's floating overhead. This golden light radiating directly into the crown chakra, the 7th energy center, the very top of your head. Feel this light entering your body, melting, dissolving down, spreading throughout your entire system. This light is filled with the energy of the full moon, this vitality, this vigor, authority, strength. This defining understanding of who you are in this world, right here, right now. Empowering your present moment self, encouraging you to pursue your passion with intensity. Feel this energy, this golden light energy of the Aries Full Moon. This fiery, energetic force. It's potent and a friend at the same time. See yourself standing under this full moon, feeling its warmth and its power, its energy igniting your inner fire, fueling your dreams, your aspirations, your purpose. Taking a deep breath in, holding that breath in, relaxing the heart and exhaling. All of us are here for a reason. We're here in this life, on the planet, right here, right now, for a very specific purpose, a calling, dharma, a destination that we're headed towards. To invite you to begin to visualize your purpose. For some of you, you absolutely know your purpose. You can see it as plain as day, moving in front of your mind's eye like a motion picture. It's a film. It's so clear, you know. And some of us, we may have no idea, but we have a feeling, something that's a general impression of why we're here, doing what we're doing. And for some of us, We may have absolutely no idea, but we do have a deep, secret desire of what we love, of what we know we're called towards, a passion, that hidden passion, a feeling that just lights you up. It brings you so much joy and definition. It just feels right. Your mind might not fully embrace it right now, but your heart does. Wherever you are in this perpetual spectrum, just begin to embrace your purpose, or what you perceive it to be. There's no right or wrong. Nobody's judging. Nobody's looking. You are surrounded by love, support, and the fuel to bring about your purpose. Remember, life consists not in holding good cards, but in playing those that you do hold really well. You are the captain of your ship through life. You are not a victim. You are responsible for maintaining, directing, empowering your own sails. We all are. Your purpose matters. No one else can serve the same role that you have come here to serve. It's unique. It's vibrant. It's perfect. And right now, you are needed. Imagine yourself living your purpose. See that in your mind's eye. What does that look like? See you doing the work that you love, surrounded by people who inspire you, who uplift you, who support you. Welcome the feelings of joy, of fulfillment and satisfaction that come with living a life of purpose, a life of meaning. There's no greater gift that you can give or receive than to honor your calling. It's why you were born. And it's how you become most truly who you are meant to be. It's how you become alive. It's as simple as 1, 2, 3, or ABC. It's natural. It's you. It's perfect. You are perfect. Taking a deep breath in, holding that breath in, allowing the heart to relax. Exhaling. Feeling more connected, may notice that there could have been some feelings of fear or doubt or anxiety that have just arisen. Just acknowledge that they're there. And any of these feelings, whether it's an emotion or perhaps a sensation of heaviness or uncertainty, just allow those vibrations in your mind's eye. See them just dissolving down that grounding cord of golden light that you had connected from the base of your spine into the center of the earth just moments ago, grounding out all that doesn't serve. It's a natural part of the journey. Sometimes we pick stuff up, but then we have to put it back down. Right now, put it down. Taking a deep breath, and as you exhale, releasing any fear, anxiety, stress, letting it all go back to the universe to be recycled, to be changed, to be transformed. You are grounded. You are safe. You are whole. All is well. Sometimes questions arise. Sometimes we wonder, what is the fullness of our purpose? I have an understanding of a general direction, but man, what is all this? I encourage you, if you can't figure out your purpose, figure out your passion. Your passion will lead you right to your purpose. Take a deep breath in, holding that breath in. And as you hold that breath in and your heart relax, begin to see in your mind's eye, see yourself as a strong, confident individual. You're maintaining that life force in your system. You are capable of overcoming any obstacles that come your way. As you exhale, directing that breath outward towards the belief in that you can accomplish anything you set your mind to. That exhale, almost like it's igniting the sails of your beautiful vessel and ship as you move through this life. Beautiful. Notice that feeling in your body. Now act like the person you want to become, and people will start to see you as that person. You already are that person. It's in you. You feel it. Believe it. You've got this. In your mind's eye, I invite you to see yourself standing on top of a mountain. You're standing here on this mountaintop under the light of this full moon in Aries, witnessing the landscape of the earth below you. What do you see? How does that make you feel? You're on top of the mountain. were disconnected from anything that had been pulling you down, yet you were fully connected to the earth that you are standing on, rising in the peak of the summit above anything that you thought was going to limit you in this moment. No, you're on top of that mountain. How does that feel? Notice those feelings moving throughout your body and turn up the volume on those feelings. Ignite them. Use that powerful energy from your core, this third energy center, to begin to move, invigorate, enliven this feeling of power, of purpose, of potential, of the promise of who you are. Turn your face, your eyes towards that moon. You may feel like you want to howl at the moon right now because all of the strength and vitality that's coursing through your veins, moving you into this promise of your purpose, of your passion. Taking a deep breath in, holding that breath in. Feeling this golden light from this full supermoon dancing around your head, knowing all is well, all is well, all is well. And exhale. Exactly where you're supposed to be. You're doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing. You're awakening in the perfect moments that bring you peace, comfort, and clarity. The information is arriving to you at just the right time, not too soon, and never late. You welcome this information in a way that you can assimilate this new knowledge, these hints of how we can and we could move in the world. Under the light of this Aries supermoon, you, my friend, are whole. Take a deep breath in, holding that breath in, feeling your heart relax. Exhale. I invite you now to bring your attention back to the energy of your solar plexus, to this third energy center. Think, imagine, or feel a vibrant blue light. It's a medium blue color. What does that medium blue color look like to you right now? Some of you may see it as a sky blue, cerulean blue, a royal blue. Find your blue and fill this entire center of your core with that light blue color. Take a deep breath in, holding that breath in, gently relaxing your heart and exhaling. Now, in your mind's eye, witness yourself creating a five-sided star. The five-sided star connects us into the image of the perfect man, this perfect human existence on the physical plane. The number 5 connects us into the realm of physicality. The star connects us to the heavens. Perfect that 5-pointed star. It's a shape that reminds us of so many things in art and in nature. The Vitruvian man standing erect, all limbs pointing outward. The flexible starfish. So many patterns around us, where 5 materializes in our reality. See that star sitting in this 3rd energy center. Moving your attention now into your heart. Filling your heart with a light rose gold color. It's a soft golden pink hue. Feel that golden hue of pink and rose expanding throughout your entire heart center. It's strengthening, it's empowering, it's softening, all at the same time. Beautiful. Shifting your attention now into the center of your head. Think, imagine, or feel a vibrant gold color. This golden color connects us. Feel that gold throughout your head as you simultaneously witness that rose gold color still pulsating throughout your heart space, and that beautiful cerulean blue color with that silver star that you created right on top of it, or whatever color felt good to you today to make top of our physical system. With your mind's eye, think of bringing your attention now into the center part of this central column. Just keep moving towards the center of yourself. Just go, go, go all the way to the center of yourself. You may think, I'll just do that into the center of my heart. Perfect. I'll do it into the center of my head. Perfect. I'll do it into the center of my core, that Hara area. Perfect. Wherever you want to move, move into your center. Keep moving, moving, moving. You'll arrive to a point where the energy begins to feel as though it's actually pushing itself back outward onto itself. When you get to that sensation, continue to move forward while experiencing the energy moving outward. Feeling your heart relax and your body centered, grounded, and fully present. Let it all go. Begin to wiggle your fingers, your toes, your nose. If this is a point where you drop off into a peaceful night's slumber, good night, my friends. I'll see you next time. If this is a point where you begin to reignite your fire, coming back into this present moment, witnessing a new day under the full moon, the glory of this supermoon in Aries. Welcome back, my friends. Come on back. Come join me. Do what you need to do. Move your body. Move the spine. Crack the back a little. Whatever. You do you. Love to hear how this was for you. How are you feeling? How you doing? What's going on? A little different format today, apparently. Between you and the bowls, that's what y'all decided. So that's what we went with. How are you feeling? Tell me how that was for you. I would love to hear. Drop that in the chat. That was definitely, as every session is, that was very unique, very different. I will say a little unexpected for me. I was like, oh, we're totally going to go balance our chakras. No. That one didn't happen today. I mean, we did. That's the interesting thing, but not in that standard way. You see, frequency doesn't always work like we expect it to. In fact, I'm actually doing a full series on this. We're doing the realities of multidimensional frequency and how you can learn about frequency in a way that's actually very meaningful and applicable in your life. You know, sometimes we think, oh, I need this frequency to accomplish this, or that frequency to accomplish this. 528 opens me up to the divine and I feel wonderful. 432 makes me feel grounded and safe and secure. Yes and no. The multidimensionality of frequency moves us beyond our normal human understanding of what frequency is. And we're going to look at this in a series that we're crafting. It's a masterclass series, and I'd love for you to join me. We're going to be talking about how frequency isn't always what we thought that it was. I'd love to see you there. And in the interim, I would love to hear how this was. Oh, goodness, Jeremy, did you take me to the top? Ooh, April. Yay! Oh, you like my shirt. Thank you. Yes, Aries. The Aries Full Moon. That's why we're here. Carrie, you said, oh my goodness, that was absolutely amazing. Awesome. I'm so glad to hear that. Yeah, that was definitely different. There was a lot of fire going on. Let's just say that. And that makes sense. Aries, ruled by Mars, the red planet. Lots of fire in that energy. Charo, I love your energy. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing it with us. Thank you for being here. I just reflect what's in front of me. I reflect you, I reflect the bowls, and I reflect. So that's very kind of you to say. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Jojo, it was amazing. Yes, good. Yeah, it was an intense kind of session. You like my shirt too, Amy? You want a Virgo one? That's funny. I love it. Sandy, you said it feels energizing, divine, higher power connection, exciting, grounding, and loving. Yes, wow, that was a perfect summation, Sandy, with an I. I love that. Thank you so much for sharing that, because that's really what we were connecting into. And that really mirrors and reflects back that Aries energy that we're sitting under. We're literally being beamed onto us right now as our super full moon is passing through the sign of Aries in the sky. All of this intensity, this starting or cardinal energy is being illuminated onto us. Pretty exciting stuff. Gabrielle, you said you feel rejuvenated. Oh, I love that. Yes. It's amazing what we can do when we can let things go and bring things in. How did you guys feel about that last balancing when we were working with basically the head, the heart, and the Hara? These three primary energy centers. A lot of times we work with the 7, right? But these we were really gearing towards the 3. How did that feel to you? I'd love your feedback. You liked it? So lots of hearts there. Oh, cool. Good. I know it was a little bit different, but creating a balanced in music, what we call a triad, three notes that creates a very specific kind of feeling and chord and understanding, a sonic experience. Speaking of sonic experience, so today I didn't share this with you yet. What the bowls were reflecting back, they really kept us centered around this key of E. Really using E to ground into a variety of keys that we moved in and out and around and through. So we grounded into C minor, centered around this E, but the grounding actually felt very secure, even though it was a minor key, because there was so much fire that was coming out today in this E. This E note, we frequently like to think that it connects us into this third energy center. It really enlivens this solar plexus vibration, reflects that back to create greater resonance for strength, for fire, for this fortitude, the fire in your belly. So there was a lot of that going on, but there's also a lot of this kind of information coming out. So this is a minor second. It moves from E, or a major second, sorry. It moves from E to F sharp. And that connects us to the archetype of the sage. So I have an entire system connected to, it's called the Archetypes of Sound, where we fuse classical Western music with Jungian archetypes, connected to different intervals. An interval is just the defined space between two notes. So these are two notes, and there's a space between them. The space is a major second, connects us to the wisdom and the sage. And that makes a lot of sense, sitting under that full moon, the moon. She's like, hey, inner wisdom. We're going to bring some fire on it, but inner wisdom. So this sage tone really played predominantly throughout, as did this fifth. I mean, so much so I don't know how many times I actually had to readjust this bowl. This is a B. So we were moving between the E and the B. That's a perfect fifth in music, which connects us to the archetype of the ruler, or the defining of your own kingdom. You are the master of your ship. You define your space, and you know your boundaries, and keep anything out that you don't want, and remove anything that is within that doesn't serve, and strengthen and fortify yourself. It's this fortification. Boundaries aren't a bad thing. In fact, we need them. Your skin is a boundary. Otherwise, we'd be a hot, globby mess. Not pretty. So boundaries are actually very, very important. So this perfect fifth, the ruler interval, kept coming out a lot. So it was really interesting to see how we were moving, defining this space. So I love that. Charo, thank you so much for your donation. Thank you so much, my friend. I really appreciate that. We really appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Blessings to you. Jenny, you said that was so good. That was a so. Oh, and you are gifted with those bowls. Thank you so much. That's very kind of you. Like I said, it's nice to just be able to reflect the energy that's in front of us. And glad you were here, Jenny. Nice to see you and meet you. Lisa Nanda, yay! I love your your comment. So cool. Elizabeth, thank you for helloing me, for allowing me to find my presence. I love that. Yes, good. Listen, it's a journey for all of us. Some days we got it going on. Other days we're like, what does this all mean? Why am I here? I don't know how to accomplish it. It's all my fault. Oh my gosh. Anybody have those days? It's part of the human condition. It's the adjustment to redefine and better understand who we are. We need those moments to have the moments as well. It's just like the light and the dark. You have to have the element of the darkness to understand and define the light. Otherwise, everything's light. Have you ever been, it's like staring at the sun, except you'd be an entire room filled with the sun and you can't see anything. There's no definition because it's all light. You start bringing a little bit of shadow, a little bit of darkness. I can start to define, oh, look at that spherical globe sitting in front of me that I perceive to be a big ball of burning gas in front of me in the room here. The more darkness we add, the better perspective we have of the light, of our light. So welcome the darkness. You don't have to run with it. I mean, if you do, great. There's more power to you. That's your choice, right? We all have choices. And some days we want to run in the darkness. Sometimes it's nice to be under the darkness with a full moon overhead. So balancing this light and dark interplay. Remember, nothing is as good or as bad as we think that it is. There's always a purpose. Otherwise, it wouldn't be here. I love you guys. So amazing. Thank you, Jeremy. Charo, you said you feel energized! Triple exclamation mark. Yes! Yeah, I do. I do too. I feel very fiery. Jojo, you got a bit thrown off when you use the word man in the stars. Gender confusing and all good. So here's a great thing is that humanity is beyond gender. We really are. I perceive we should transcend beyond the point of needing specific divisions when it comes to these things, because you know what, gender, it don't mean anything. But what gender does do is that it helps us to find an understanding of an energy flow. So yeah, not a masculine energy flow. So there's actually this comes from a ancient one of the mystery schools where we talk about, it's the star of man. The star is actually called the perfected man. It connects us to Archangel Gabriel, who interestingly enough we know that angels are gender neutral, but of all of the archangels, Gabriel has the most feminine energy. So again, it's not like it's a man thing. Just is. So this idea of the perfected man, it's just the shell. It's like our species. That's all. It's just our species. I was just thinking about myself as a species, which is just kind of fun to think about. Have you ever thought about yourself as a species? It's never really anything you think about. It's like, does a cat think I'm a cat? Does a giraffe think, I'm a giraffe? I've never considered this. I'm sorry, I was just having a bit of illumination there as I'm sitting here. Jeremy's sitting there back laughing, shaking his head and scratching his head at the same time. Can you imagine living with this? I apologize. Lisa Nanda, will the series be on Insight Timer? Actually, the series is going to be on our website, on charlene.com. It's a full series that we have to use different platforms to be able to accomplish everything that we want to accomplish, and in a format that's actually really going to be kind of fun. So I'm super stoked about it. So if you want more information, pop over to our website, charlene.com. We'll be sending out emails about this later this weekend because the first class starts next Thursday. Yay! The 24th of October. So I will see you again, though, before that class starts. So we will be back here on Insight Timer and on YouTube Live on October 21st with a little cosmic stardust as we are sitting under some comets. It's going to be kind of fun. We've never done this before with under comets. I think it's going to be cool. We're going to try this. We're going to see what happens. Every session is so different. Let's see what our perfected selves come up with. This is why we're working on the perfected man. Charlotte, thank you so much for your donation. That's so kind. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you. It's nice to see you. I'm glad you're here. Lisa Nanda, you said you feel much more grounded. Good. And all of my shirts are great. High five. Allison, the deep bowl at the end of the session seemed to say that I'm safe. The frequency has the power. Yeah. And that's beautiful. So Allison, that deep bowl that you heard, that's actually a low B. So it's the B below middle C. I think is it on camera, Jeremy, or is it off? Yeah, so it connects us into the same, it's a lower octave. Think of it as more of a physicalized octave of the frequency that really connects into that crown chakra, that connection into all, where we know we are connected into all. And in this instance, it sort of grounds us into this space. So it makes complete sense that it felt like you were feeling safe. And simultaneously, it has that kind of powerful grounding sort of vibe. So beautiful. Thank you for mentioning that. I love that. Jenny, you definitely liked the focus on 3. Yeah, allows for more focus, 100%. Keeps you moving forward. This is is the third energy center is our powerhouse center. The Manipura chakra connects us into that forward driving motion. It's also a seat of fire. It literally connects us into the element of fire. Lori, powerful and transformative, grounding and energizing. Awesome. Yes. Thank you. Oh, it's our pleasure. Thank you. And thank you for the stars. We love stars. Woot Eckhout. I hope I pronounced that correctly. It's nice to have you here. It's nice to meet you. You said you noticed a little suppressing the fire. Like, whoa, is a lot of anger. That's kind of scary. Yeah. Fire's intense. Fire is one of my favorite emotions, maybe because I'm an Irish redhead. But fire is also very purifying. Sometimes we have to have fire in a controlled setting to be able to move all of that stuff out. It gets rid of the old, it literally, how do we fire the heat applied to a diamond to bring the sparkle and the shine. We need that sort of intense heat, that element that we connect with, the understanding of fire, to move so that new growth can come back up through the soil. It brings such very balancing nutrients to the top of the soil whenever there is a guided burn off to regenerate, replenish, renew the soil for greater growth. It is, but it can be a little like, dude, that's a lot of fire. And I will say, the bowls today, there were sometimes I'm touching the bowls and they would like explode. Jeremy, were they really loud? Yeah, he was saying like, yeah, they were really loud. I mean, just under my hand, and it was not, I can feel the intensity in which I strike something, and sometimes we'll be like, yeah, let's make it louder. So that was interesting, but there was a lot of fire. I'm so glad you're here. It's nice to meet you. Wout. Oh, I'm sorry. It's pronounced Wout. Thank you, Jeremy. Apologies, my friend. Names are so important. Thank you for helping me, Jeremy. Oh, hi, Wout. Nice to meet you. I'm glad you're here. Hey, Monica. How are you, your little llama self? It always makes me happy to see your smiling faces. Good morning. Good morning. Lisa Nanda, really missed you the past few months. How have you been? We've been doing great, just staying extremely busy, and we had a couple hurricanes. Just a few, so... but we're glad to be back with you now, and we'll see you next week as well, October 21st, tapping into cosmic stardust. Going to be good. Yes. I love all these conversations. Jeremy, can you scroll me down a little, please, darling? Thank you. Lisa Nine, you said, I guess the aspect of needing the dark and the light also explains why during elections, in one election, somebody vote for... you know, here's the thing, is that, like I said, this applies to everyone and everything. Until we fully align our own individual frame, I think it's important for all of us, and I tell myself this every single day. No one is as good nor is as bad as I think that they are. They are showing me something, usually something about myself, an area that I can find greater expansion, greater peace, greater equanimity, and I thank them for showing me whatever that is. And whatever that means to you during this heightened season, you know, here's the thing, is that no matter how much division is being spread or attempted to be spread, it's not true. That's the falsehood. We are together. We are all in this together. So much so, we actually released a series on YouTube. If you're on YouTube, check it out. If you're on Insight Timer, pop over to YouTube. We're releasing a full, it's called the Togetherness series. And it's short. They're 3 to 6 minute pieces connecting to different aspects and frequencies of ideas connected to togetherness. There's diplomacy, there's clarity, there's compassion, there's acceptance, there's security, there's unity, and there's something else that I don't remember off the top of my head. But there are 7 of these different topics that all remind us, hey, you know what? We're all in this together. All of humanity, we're all in this together. It doesn't matter what you think. I think that's great. I celebrate your perspective, your opinion. And you know what? It is going to be different than mine because you never walked a day in my shoes. You can empathize with me, but you can never fully be who I am. And you shouldn't be. I'm living my purpose and you are living yours. Thank God for that. So this Togetherness series is a celebration of all the good things that actually are. The unity that actually is. So check it out. Go to YouTube, push play, wonderful sessions of just, feeling together. You'll feel really inspired. That's the point of these series, really tapping into the frequency of each of these powerful, powerful feelings and understandings. So that's all I have to say about the election season, because I knew this was coming up and I'm like, let's just be together. Let's just be together. Let's just be together. Because love. That's all it is. Let's get back to that. Jojo, yes, beyond gender. Yes, I feel you. I feel you. Amy Gabriel is your angel. Love Gabriel. So fun little fact. So Gabriel was connecting us in this Hara, and Archangel Michael. He's my I think he's my uncle. Michael connects us in with this point of the heart. Oh, Michelle Mybell, hello! It was a beautiful meditation session, a great way to start the day. I've really been all over the place lately, and this made me feel full, like it makes sense. Oh, I love that. That's so beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. It's so good to see you. I hope you're doing great. Daphne, love your words as well as your sounds. Thank you so much. That's very generous. Makes so much sense and really helpful. Good. Thank you so much. My pleasure. Thank you for being here, Daphne. Your energy and your frequency is what contributes and allows us to do what we do. We do this for you guys. So, Jojo, I love your energy. Thank you, my friends. Thank you. Thank you. Lisa Nanda, you love Gabriel too? I know. So good. You're going to mark your calendar. Awesome. I love that, Lisa Nanda. We can't wait to see you. So many great things coming up. And you know, all of that too. We're completely changing over the website. It should be up actually in the next 24, 48 hours, brand new site. Totally stoked about that. I'll be sure to tell you about that more next week. But you also have where we can find the calendar of everything that's going on, you know, because we love this. We love to share this with you, but we also love to push the envelope and find new ways that information can be disseminated, because knowledge is power. And the more information we have and the better informed we are, the better choices ultimately we can wind up making. At least that's my experience. So I hope that can be helpful and of service to you. This is why we do it. We love you guys. Meryl, that was lovely. Thank you so much. Thanks for being here. And what a beautiful spelling of your name. Arlene, hello. Hello, Arlene. Thank you. And many blessings to you as well. Jojo, thank you for your very generous donation. Thank you. Thank you kindly. And Lynn, thank you so much as well. I appreciate you both deeply. Thank you. Lisa Nanda, glad you survived. Yeah, the hurricanes, indeed. You're going to check out the series too. Oh, that's very kind of you. Wisdom is all around us all the time. We're just trying to open up to it as much as possible, and some days are better than others. Allison, we're realigning in my view, starting here. Beautiful. Love that. Yeah, growth. And here's the thing, is that no matter what happens, it doesn't negate the idea, the understanding of that we are one. I don't care what somebody tells us. We are one. Period. We are individuals within the one. We celebrate the individuality within the one. We embrace each person as they embark on their own unique and perfect purpose in the one. It's all one. And it's all gonna be okay. All is well. Period. That's it. Beth, thank you for being here. And I love your autumn foliage and hearts. Allison, yes, about the website. Woohoo! Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Lisa Nanda, does the husband design the website? He does a lot of things, but he does not design the website. But he makes many other things quite beautiful. So we're thankful for that. Lisa Nanda, we all are one. And my charity just put up billboards saying this in Ohio. It's true. It's very true. I love that. Lori, sending hearts back to you. Oh my goodness. Oh, and of course on YouTube as well. Hi, Rayanne. Nice to see you. I'm so glad you're doing well. Mary T from Buffalo, New York. I'm so glad that you were here as well. Hello to my friend as well from Thailand. I'm so glad that you were here. Thanks for joining us. It's good to see you and your beautiful and bright spirit as well. And thanks for sending us all your love and your energy and peace and light. We love that. Gratitude to all of our friends, Ryan. Thank you so much. Newbie Me, happy birthday to you as well. We're going to see you back next week, October 21st. Join us at 9 a.m. Eastern. I can't wait to be back with you. And we're going to do something totally new and different because why not? We're going to be under cosmic stardust, tapping into cosmic stardust under this upcoming meteor shower. Can't wait to be here. I'll see you then. Until then, know you're exactly where you're meant to be. Your purpose is igniting exactly at the perfect times. Your vision is becoming clear at exactly the perfect times. And you are showing up in ways that you don't even fully understand how powerful you are, how affecting you are. Your purpose is just that. Our purpose is always grounding in serving all. Until I see you again, my friends, know that you are loved, you are valued, and that you matter. I love you. Sat Nam.